Hello everybody, how's it going today? This is your man, Stacy Virgins here, back again with the final update video for 2022. This is a VHS and Blu-ray update for December 29th, 2022. Okay, so I was just counting the blue movies I got, that's why I was silent. So before we start with this update, I want to say to all of you, thank you all so much for another great year. Yes, 2022 had some ups and downs, but at least I managed to make this year a good one. Not for all of us though, but for some people it was a good year, but for the rest, it was bad or around the middle, whatever. And I want to thank you all for keeping me in touch with YouTube, even though YouTube to me isn't a job, it's just a hobby on what I like to do 24/7 and all that. I just want to thank you all for making this year a wild ride for me, especially with all the good stuff I got this year. But we will see what 2023 has in store for us. Spoiler alert, there will be an update coming on January 3rd, which you probably already know what it is. I'll allow you guys to take a guess on what that is in the comments. But for now, let us get on with the update. Right now I am just organizing the tapes. I will be doing the Buena Vista ones first so that I didn't bother double checking the print dates and all that to figure out when these came out of. So I'm gonna have some trouble. But we're gonna get through this together. Don't worry. But I'm gonna read them off by their print dates on the bottom. Okay, so the first one we got is a 1997 VHS of Sling Blade. Over 25 critics agree. One of the year's top 10 says New York Post, CNN Radio, the Boston Globe, CBS News, and Chicago Tribune. 2 thumbs up says Skill and Ebert. Riveting says Rolling Stone. Powerful says Los Angeles Times. A Simple Man, a difficult choice. 4 stars says Fox TV. Sling Blade is an unforgettable movie experience. An extraordinary performance is Roger Ebert from Chicago Sun-Times, rated R, and it is 135 minutes. Here's a tape. This was printed on December 29th, 1997. So it's the anniversary of this tape. Okay, unfortunately, the Hollywood Video label is blocking the print date for this movie. But next up we have is Breakup. I'm sorry I didn't get to say the print date because, yeah, you know why. Well, whatever. Let's just move on with it. It's starring Bridget Fonda and Kiefer Sutherland. Silent betrayal, deadly passion, sweet revenge. Did she do it or didn't she? An edgy, heart-stopping thriller. Rated R, and it is 101 minutes. Tape. And see what I mean? Next up is the 2000 VHS of The Enforcer, starring Jet Li. An undercover agent with fists of fury. Yep, it's one of those movies. Hard-hitting thrills, spectacular action. Rated R, and it is 105 minutes. Tape. Printed on September 9th, 2000. I messed up a little bit, but oh well. Next up is a 2000 VHS of Down to You, starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Julia Stiles. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Julia Stiles shine, says the Los Angeles Times. The irresistible comedy about giving first love a second chance. Non-stop sexy fun. Freddie Prinze Jr. burns up the screen, says Montreal Gazette. Rated PG-13, it is 92 minutes. Tape. It says printed on June 3rd, 2000. Okay, I know when this was released. And the Hollywood video label is blocking out the print date, unfortunately. So I know when this was released. I have the DVD for this. The 2000 VHS of Mansfield Park, starring Ebeth Davids, John Lee Miller, Alessandro Nivola, Francis O'Connor, and Harold Pinter. A witty, entertaining film, thumbs up, says Roger Ebert. For those who loved Emma and Sense and Sensibilities, comes the story Jane Austen loved best. So this is another one of those. Passionate, says Roger Ebert of the movies. The hot young stars bring erotic heat and stinging humor, says Rolling Stone. Rated PG-13, and it is 112 minutes. Here's the tape. And the Hollywood video label is blocking out the print date. Now this one's the last Buena Vista movie for this year. The 2000 VHS of The Cider House Rules. Powerful, says Chicago Tribune. One of the best pictures of the year, says Los Angeles Times. Rated PG-13, and it is 125 minutes. Tape. Printed on June 23rd, 2000. And now that wraps up a pretty epic year for Buena Vista. Now, let's get on to Paramount. We got the 1998, I think. 1998 VHS, I think, of Searching for Bobby Fischer, part of the Paramount Family Favorites. A wonderfully acted, heartwarming family film, says Rita Kempley from the Washington Post. Rated PG, and it is 111 minutes. Tape. This was printed on the second week of 2001. And the last Paramount VHS for this year, the 2001 Special Edition VHS of Enemy at the Gates. Starring Joseph Fiennes, Jude Law, Rachel Weisz, Bob Hoskins, and Ed Harris. The most triumphant war movie since Saving Private Ryan, says Amy Longsdorff from Gannett Newspapers. Two thumbs up, says Ebert Roper on the movies. Rated R for strong graphic war violence and some sexuality. And it is 131 minutes. Here's the tape. This was printed on the 8th week of 2002. And now let's do Universal. First up is the 2000 VHS of Notting Hill, the Special Edition VHS, starring Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant. The best romantic comedy in years, says CBS. Hilarious, says Newsweek. Rated PG-13, and it is 2 hours and 4 minutes. Oops. There we go. Here's the tape. This was printed on the 12th week of 2000. Next up is the 2000 Special Edition VHS of The Story of Us, starring Bruce Willis and Michelle Pfeiffer. The most wonderful and romantic movie of the year, says KCAL. Rob Reiner's funniest film since When Harry Met Sally, says NBC. Funny and surprising, says Entertainment Weekly. Rated R, and it is 1 hour and 36 minutes. Tape. This was printed on the 37th week of 2000. Now the last two tapes we have are from Sony. First up is the 2004 VHS of Radio, starring Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ed Harris. A definite must for the entire family, says Bonnie Laufer from Tribute TV. His courage made them champions. Inspired by a true story. A Triumph says Earl Dittman from Wireless Magazine. This is Gooding's most artful and most accomplished portrayal, says Gene Shalit from the Today Show. Radio is a treasure, says Roger Ebert from Chicago Sun-Times. Rated PG for mild language and thematic elements, and it is 109 minutes. Tape. This was printed on the 13th week of 2004. And here we are, the last VHS for 2022. The 2005 VHS of A Long Love Song for Bobby Long. 2 thumbs up, says Ebert and Roper. Sorry, John Travolta and Scarlett Johansson. John Travolta gives a poignant, intelligent performance. Scarlett Johansson lights up the screen, says Jeffrey Lyons from WNBC TV. Oh god, the sticker again. Don't worry guys, I'm just peeling off the stickers while we get through this. This is rated R for language, including some sexual references, and it is 120 minutes. Tape. This was printed on the 10th week of 2005. And now, the Blu-rays. The first one is a 2006 Blu-ray of Mission Impossible 3, starring Tom Cruise. The best Mission Impossible yet, says Jeffrey Lyons from NBC Real Talk. Smartly paced suspense, says Michael Phillips from Chicago Tribune. Rated PG-13 for intense sequences of frantic violence and many disturbing images and sensuality, and it is 125 minutes. Couldn't read that well, I'm sorry. Disc 1 and Disc 2. Next up is the 2008 Blu-ray of The Rock, starring Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, and Ed Harris. A slam bang action thriller, says Roger Ebert from Chicago Sun-Times. Rated R for strong violence, language, and a sex scene. And it is... where is it? Does it not say? Oh, there we go. 136 minutes. Here's the Blu-ray. Well, you know what I mean. Next up is the 2009 Blu-ray of Defiance, starring Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig gives the performance of his career, says Pete Hammond from Hollywood.com, based on the incredible true story. Extremely powerful, says Jeffrey Lyons from Lyons and Ballas Real Talk. Their inspirational story is true. Wait, hold on. I saw something. We'll check. Oh, inspirational story, says David Denby from the New Yorker. Rated R for violence and language, and it is 136 minutes. Here's the disc. Alright. Next up is a 2009 Blu-ray of The Soloist, starring Jamie Foxx and Robert Downey Jr. 2 of the year's best performances, says Peter Travis from Rolling Stone. Powerful and inspiring, says Sean Ernst from Fox TV. Rated PG-13 for thematic elements, some drug use and language, and it's 116 minutes. Here's a disc. Next one's going to surprise you. The 2013 Blu-ray of Iron Man and Hulk Heroes United. Yep, this movie. Rated PG for sci-fi action, violence, and brief mild language. And it is 71 minutes. I redeemed the code before anybody asks me. Here is the Blu-ray and the DVD and the code, which I already redeemed it. Alright. And here we are, the final Blu-ray for 2022. It's a 2014 double feature of Stardust and the Spiderwick Chronicles. Stardust stars Clara Danes, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Robert De Niro. 2 thumbs up, truly original, a lot of fun. Says Richard Roper and Dave Krager, guest critic from Ebert and Roper. It may look like a Warner Bros. Reprint, but these Blu-rays are not remasters. They have the Paramount High Definition logo in the beginning. Stardust is rated PG-13 for fantasy, violence, and some risque humor, and it is 127 minutes. And Spiderwick Chronicles is rated PG for scary creature and action violence, peril, and some thematic elements, and it's 101 minutes. Here, see what I mean? They're not remasters at all. Stardust is a print from 2010, and Spiderwick Chronicles is a print from 2008. Although that doesn't make any sense for Stardust, though. Whatever. So, okay, everybody. And with that, the 2022 session comes to a close with these beautiful update videos that I provided to you all for ever since March of 2022, where I first started the update videos. And now as it goes on and on and on, I will happily carry these update videos further in the future to see what we have in stock. So anyways, everybody, I would like to thank all of you once again for making 2022 another good year. Even though to some people it wasn't a good year for them, it was a good year for me. So anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. I will see you all in 2023 with the first update video for 2023. This is your man, 6264 Gens, signing you off.